We celebrate Veterans Day on the anniversary of the armistice that ended World War I. The armistice that began on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. The timing of this holiday is quite deliberate in terms of historical fact. But somehow it always seems quite fitting to me that this day comes deep in autumn, when the colors are muted and the days seem to invite contemplation.
So I used to work in a place where there was an Air Force recruiter down the street. And I realized that if I went in there and hung out, he would give me free coffee. And so through about 6 months of conversation, he did show me that there might be something outside of Red Bank, New Jersey that would essentially provide some kind of a future for me. And he was right. I think that the Air Force and the Navy, to a lesser extent, instilled a sense of ethics in me. I kind of trained up as a medic. You don't leave anyone behind. And I think that that's really important in a work environment, because when someone is struggling, it's not the end of the day to just get up and walk away.
I enlisted in the Marine Corps in 1987. I was about 18 years old. Did one enlistment, got out after the first Gulf War, and was still looking for direction, so started college using the GI Bill. And while I was in college, I found out about the Navy Civil Engineer Corps program, and upon graduation, got a commission in the Navy as a Civil Engineer Corps officer. I think what most stood out to me, and what I find most astonishing, is being part of groups and teams and organizations that were part of history. Whether it was Gulf War or serving in Panama with the Marines. I think it's important to recognize and observe Veterans Day, probably now more than it has been in the past, due to the fact that the nation's been at war for almost 20 years. However, most people in the country, the non-serving population, probably don't realize that, have forgotten that. And I think having this day once a year where the nation shines a light on its veterans and recognizes those sacrifice and the service that they've made for going on 2 decades now, I think it's important.
For all we can ever do for our heroes is remember them and remember what they did, and memories are transmitted through words.
My current role in the Air Force right now is I am a first sergeant, so basically it is to mentor not only the airmen but the senior enlisted as well. I'm definitely proud to have been deployed for 6 months. It taught me a lot about what I have here back home and what we don't have over there. I'm grateful to be a veteran working for the federal government. There's a little bit of benefits that we do have, but then I just get to switch it up a little bit, because here I'm a non-supervisory role, but then when I go to my drill on the weekends, I play a role of mentoring young airmen coming into the military.
I was in the Army. I retired as a Sergeant First Class, and I was in the military for 23 years. I was a little country girl from Richmond, Virginia, and I wanted the opportunities that I probably would not have been afforded if I had stayed in my hometown. Some of my most impactful, memorable experiences in the military was the traveling, going to the different countries, meeting different, people, different nationalities. I had my children in the military, 2 of them, and they enjoyed the experience as well. I was a senior human resources sergeant. I do exactly what I did then, I do now upstairs in the CECOM G1. So I've been doing this for over 30 plus years, taking care of soldiers, and I love it. It's my passion.